Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time in timely fashion, courtesy of the universe, through the language of synchronicity. This is a collective or general reading, so just be aware parts may or may not resonate. Take what works for you, leave the rest, and also this is a timely reading, meaning if you are watching this reading at this time, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on back then in your life, it may give you further clarity to your situation now. We're going to begin with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck. Do you want to come up here? Come. Oh, no. My cat was going to join the reading and now she's decided not to. Being a cat, she does what she wants. Maybe that's what this reading's about. So the Ace of Swords, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. And this is talking about a gift from the divine and also from the universe where clearly you're searching for some truth in a situation. Here you go. This is what this reading is about. We are going to start with the first card here. Judgment is being called. All right, so this is coming in from the Most High, all the way from the spiritual realm down to Earth. And this judgment may even be for your ancestors as well as your descendants. We see the ancestors coming out of the box, waving to the descendants on the other side. Everybody's thrilled. The judgment is finally here. And this is also representing that there could be skeletons coming out of the closet, and perhaps someone has opened Pandora's box. We have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords is sitting on her throne. She is very much wanting to get this truth. She has her left hand out and she's willing to receive it. Even the clouds are meeting up. And so she, the Queen of Swords, is considered to be the coldest of all the four queens in the minor arcana. She wasn't always this way, but she's been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, has the souvenir, and has zero desire to have anything to do with any bullshit. She says, I am willing to receive this truth. It better be the truth, so help me God, or I will off with your head. She is not in the mood for putting up with bullshit. She has her head above the clouds and knows what she wants in her life. So the swords represent your mind, your discipline of your mind, your mental intelligence, and that the energy of your thoughts. And it can also be your thoughts, how they are expressed, if it's verbally or in the written form. We have the Queen of Cups coming in. Now this is interesting because the Queen of Cups represents unconditional love. It represents an energy of, this is traditionally someone that would be like a matriarch, a maternal energy. And I'm getting this energy that this Queen of Cups has unconditional love. That's what her, she has a cup on her lid because her cup has a lid and it's like a trophy because she is talking about unconditional love for her family, for her, her friends. Like she's just a very loving person. This is a very maternal person, but I'm getting this energy here. This card can quite often also represent the maternal line, like your mother and her, your grandmother and great-grandmother, etc. And this queen is saying to her mother, I want the truth. You see that? Interesting. So something has come up. There's been some judgment called here, and her mother is involved. Interesting. Okay, so what's this about? Oh my goodness, she's been sabotaged by her own mother. That's what this is saying, basically. Yeah, this is kind of shifty energy. So this is talking about being, well, look at it. You can see being stabbed in the back 10 times and being left for unalive. This is talking about, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. It can represent someone. Like this is not like someone sort of did something one day and now they regret it. This is like a concerted effort, possibly over a decade or more. 10 people were involved. 10 groups of people could be involved. This is a lot of energy put in to take this person down. And I feel judgment is being called now. It looks like it could be judgment on an entire family down the maternal line energy. And there is, this person is down on the ground, and the hand gesture here is that of the same as the Hierophant. The Hierophant is responsible for bringing justice from the spiritual realm down to earth, like through the legal system, basically. And so this is talking about, this could be a blessing in disguise, because now that this is, whatever has happened here, this judgment that's been called, I feel like the judgment is against this, because this queen's on this side of the judgment, and she's asking her mother, basically, what the EF happened. That's an external force. So that's the energy coming in, and the truth has come out, and she's saying to her mother, like, basically, you know, what's your explanation for this? Like, why would you do this to me? That's the energy. She survived it. The Queen of Swords has survived this. She has now, because she was able to rein in her emotions. The Six of Wands represents actions taken to put you in a leadership role, and this is being victorious after a battle. These people in the background, some of them are jealous, some of them don't want to follow you, but they feel like they have to, because it's been clearly made evident that you have won this battle, and that because you reined in your emotions, that's what this horse represents, that you are the one who is victorious. This is a card of victory after battle. And let's see, this is like your energy is that of the Empress. So the Empress is all 4 queens rolled into one. This is basically saying this queen was in this Empress position, and after this happened, whatever happened here between her and her mother left her in this position. She's come victorious out of it, but she's saying, like, this is the real me. I'm an Empress. How dare you do this to me? Like, you're my mother. That's the energy. The Empress is someone who is all 4 queens rolled into one person from the minor arcana. And so she's considered to be pregnant with possibility. Someone who is, you know, a generator of energy. She is constantly like attracting to her like a magnet. What she does is she lays the seeds for what she's growing, and this is represented by the wheat here. And this energy here is talking about, you know, she plants the seed, she preps the field, she gets it done, and then she relies on nature after that to do its magic, because she has done her part, and she has an expectation that nature will come through and produce for her. That's the Empress's energy. She commands, like a magnet almost, attracting what she wants to her. Really interesting energy. And it's something to do with a marriage, because this is the card of marriage. You know, this is a card of fulfillment, by like the beginning stages of fulfillment, like the end of one of this energy and the beginning of this energy. Or this energy could be a judgment about a marriage here. And the Queen has found out something now. Is this someone that she was married to, or is that something her mother knew about a marriage? Something like that. Now this is the card of fulfillment, so this means you've really achieved like a really good goal. Like, it's like you have the down payment for your castle, which is a very you know, a big accomplishment. And now you still have to make the mortgage payments. Someone has proposed to you, or you have proposed to someone, And they now, now you are working on the wedding, and then you'll be working on the marriage after that. So it's talking about being in this fulfillment energy. But there's something about this marriage. There's a judgment that's been called, and her mother knew and sabotaged her for years, is what the energy is. And now that she's found out what it is, she is like, what the EF? So let's continue on here. This also can represent intuition just yelling, the universe is trying to get in touch with you to give you information and is saying, pay attention. And so this can represent the 111 or 1111 portal, where when you go through this portal, you'll know it, because I'll just give an example because that's the easiest way. The 1111 portal is when, you're sitting at your computer and you glance up at the time and it's 1111. And then you're like, oh yeah, I have an appointment at 1:30. I better check checking Google Map to see what the address is and how long is it going to take you to get there. And it says, oh, it's at 111 11th Avenue, and it takes you 11 minutes to get there from where you are. And you're like, okay. So as you're leaving the house, you glance at the clock and it's 1:11, and you're thinking, oh good, it's only going to take me 11 minutes. I'll get there in no time. Then on the way, there's a detour, and you're like, oh no, like, am I going to actually get there on time? But the car in front of you has a license plate 111. So this 111 portal is a way that the universe is communicating with you through synchronicity. And basically what the universe is saying is, be very careful right now, because like the Empress, you're manifesting at a very high level. And whatever you are thinking about is what you're manifesting. So keep your thoughts on what is where you want to go, not on the problems in getting there. And you'll notice after this that when you have a 111, you'll be like, oh my goodness, I was just thinking a real negative thought, and you didn't even notice. Thinking negative thoughts is a habit that we get into. And it's a habit you need to get out of because if you're manifesting at a high level, at the Empress level, whatever you're thinking about is what you're manifesting. So think positive, think where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. And the universe is reminding you of that. It's really important right now. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is saying that you've been breadcrumbed. And this is talking about the give and take in life. So the Six of Pentacles represents, like, this person understands. This person, he's willing to give some of his time, energy. The Pentacles do represent coin, and that's why they're in the shape of a coin. But they're more of a representation of health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. And because money is a significant part of that, it's often represented by coin. But it really is talking about lifestyle, and it's saying that you've been breadcrumbed, that you're supposed to be having a much better lifestyle than you have. You're supposed to be living at this Empress level, not be in this energy here. And your mother was involved, and her mother maybe, and down the family line. So it's talking like you've been sabotaged by your family, basically. Wow. And this energy is like, this person's not receiving any of the money because the scales of justice have been held over them, and they've got something in their pocket. This is a grifter, someone who is pretending that they deserve this money, but they actually don't. So this is the energy coming in. Judgment is being called. The truth is coming out, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. You've been left out in the cold because of this energy. This is talking about tactics being used to keep someone out of, like, isolate them from society. This is about, there's tactics that were identified by Edward Snowden, and it was regarding like tactics that the government was using to invade people's privacy. This was like around 20 years ago, I feel. And those tactics are what we all use on ourselves and on each other. They're like, if we weren't using them, the government, we wouldn't, basically, if we didn't employ these tactics against each other in everyday life, then we wouldn't employ our government officials that would use these tactics, basically. And so this is saying, like, we have someone who is walking barefoot in the snow here, and they're with this person here, and this one's on crutches. There's a plague bell on this person's neck. So in the old days, they didn't have apps. So what they would do is they would hang a bell on someone's neck, and if they were considered to have the plague, they would be heard coming into the village, which kind of made it hard to get a job or, you know, live a normal life. They were isolated from society. And so this energy is of getting together with someone else that's in the same position or a similar position and being able to navigate through it. And the energy here is, you know, anyone can handle a snowflake or two, but if you end up having, you know, a whole pile of snowflakes, then it can collapse your house. But what God is saying, God represents the sun, and God is saying when the sun shines, it will melt this snow, and it's time, and it's melting the snow. And if you've ever lived in, I'm from Canada, if you've ever lived in a city where there's a lot of dogs, people will let their dogs out all winter. And, you know, in some areas, like in the prairies, you could have snow for 4 or 5 months. And if they're not regularly cleaning up after their dogs, in the spring, it's instead of the fresh air of spring smell, you have the smell of dog shift. And it's really, really offensive. And it's publicly, everybody can smell it, everybody can see it. They even have companies that come in and clean up the shift for you because it's really bad. And so this is talking about eventually the snow and its time. The snow is melting, and people are being exposed for what they've done here. And you will no longer be left out in the cold. The truth is here. The truth is coming out. Wow. And this is, the Knight of Wands represents a rebel with a cause. So this is talking about an energy coming in, and this Knight of Wands is bringing in communication. So the knights would travel far and wide and deliver messages for the king and queen in the royal court, and they would travel, you know, to other kingdoms and then wait for the message and bring it back. These days we have like very quick communication. So this could be a phone call, it could be an email, it could be a letter in the mail, paperwork, it could be something you see on social media and then you know, a message there, or it could be an event that you see. You go to the event and you run into someone that tells you something, and then all of this happens. So this is talking about some shifty shift tactics that have been used, and now it's all coming out in the open, just like in the spring. This is the energy when the snow melts. So the rebel with a cause is delivering this message. So this is someone who has a passion for delivering the truth here, and it has been basically designated by God to make sure this truth comes into you. We have a judgment being called about a marriage where you were breadcrumbed, and there's a rebel with a cause coming in to deliver the information for God. The snow is melting and all the shift is being exposed publicly for everyone to see and smell, and you will be victorious in this, and you were sabotaged by your own mother. Yeah. Wow. Okay, well, we'll clarify this now. For those of you who want clarification, it's pretty clear what's happened here in some ways, but let's see if we can get some more information about this. Wow, there's a lot of, I can just feel like anger boiling here. Like, you know, let's see. So I'm clarifying, for those of you who want to get off here, thank you for your time, and give it a like and comment if you received the information that was, you know, valuable for you. Consider subscribing if you resonate with the channel, and I'm going to now clarify for you if you want more clarification on this with my Oracle Tales from the Vector. Now, I started this back in 2007, and in 2020 I completed all of the 64 paintings. It's from the Intergalactic Federation of Light. In the description box below, I will put there's numbers on these cards, and the numbers represent the paintings in the order they are in my gallery on talesfromthevector.com. So you can check it out there if you would like to get some more clarity from the paintings. And we are going to, okay, so, all right, so someone was on a foolish journey here, expecting they were going to get away with this. And I'm getting that maybe they did get away with it for at least a decade anyway, but it could even be longer than a decade. Because there's like, this is representing like a calculated effort to take someone out, like, or get them to unalive themselves sort of energy. So this is a foolish expectation that this would not come out in the open. Whenever you have expectations, it creates limitations. And this energy is just saying eventually the truth always comes out, and it's just like, you know, the dog shift. You can't miss it. It smells so bad that, you know, it's so public. Everybody going by is like, they need to do something about this. And so this is the Hermit energy. So this is, the Queen has gone for, this is considered like the dark night of the soul. And the dark night of the soul is, you know, when something really, when something like this happens. And before I do this, though, I'm just going to go up and down here, because once I put these cards on, I won't be able to see it. So just going from the bottom to the top and back down. Well, we did that already. So there's something I missed, though. What is it that I missed here? The give and take. What was the battle about? So it has something to do with this rebel with a cause. Like, this is someone that's come in, been sent by God, but was battling along with this. And I don't know who this is, because this is talking about action from this person to this person, which is also this person and this person. So the Queen is actually the Empress, and she's the one who's victorious now. But this person is connected to the truth somehow. Okay, now we've got it. So the Hermit goes up to the top of the mountain and gets, isolates themselves so that they can get information from God. And then when they get that information and they're clear on it, then they come down from the mountain and they implement whatever action needs to be taken. In my oracle, the Hermit card is actually the Journeyman, which is a hawk-like dragon, and it's sitting on a totem pole. But the totem pole is from a different time and age. So it's actually the 3 monkeys, and it says, speak no ego, see no ego, hear no ego. Ego, E-G-O. So it's about, and this, there's the dragon is a baby dragon, and all the baby dragons in my oracle have an angel. The angel is a First Nations angel, and they are in the dark. This dragon, Peshk, is actually fearless and goes into the darkest of nights to find out the truth. And the light that would be represented, the North Star in the lantern, is actually the Aurora Borealis, and this dragon is from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. That's the energy of that truth coming through that energy. The Empress is here, so this is saying, yes, it's saying that this is about the Empress. So this is correct. It's clarifying that. We're talking about the All-Star energy, the insight coming through. That is that Journeyman, and from going into the darkest of night to find out what the truth is about this situation. There is an energy here of an infant energy. So this is the Aries energy. When I have horoscope figures come into my readings, I am not talking about a particular person. I'm talking about the energy. And the energy of Aries is of an infant. It's the very first sign in the zodiac. So it's about what a being versus doing. And like I am, and who, and this is saying that you may not know who you really are. This could be an energy. I'm just getting that as an infant, perhaps you were adopted or something and you don't know it. It could be something to do with that. There is, again, the judgment being called. And this is coming in from God himself, that whatever this energy is, the judgment is coming from the Most High and being brought down to earth. And there is, it's coming in fast. It's already happening in the spiritual realm. And so it's talking about, in my oracle, this is the yin-yang symbol, the masculine and the feminine being in balance. And this is already spinning. So it's talking about this is already coming into being. And we have the energy of the shooting star. So this is about having a good attitude while you're going through this is what got you through it. But this is judgment coming in about what was done. So this is the shooting star. Yeah, you wish upon it, but then you have to have a really good attitude to be able to get what you were supposed to have. And this is saying, right, definitely, you've been breadcrumbed. You're supposed to be in the Empress energy. And unfortunately, it has to do with your mother and her side of the family basically sabotaging you for a very long time in a concerted effort. And it wasn't like sort of. It was like they wanted to really take you out basically here. So I don't know exactly what this is about, but it's saying that, you know, keep a good attitude because now this energy is coming in. The universe is speaking to you about this right now. If you aren't aware of what's happening, you will be aware of it soon because this rebel with a cause is coming through and they're going to make sure you get this information. And perhaps you've been waiting for this information to come in. The shooting star energy is about wishing upon a star. Very interesting energy here. Like this is a wish come true, something that has been bothering you for a long time, and now it's the truth of it is coming to you, and you will know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. All right. I do hope you've enjoyed this. It's a little bit of a different, it's random for sure, but these random shift readings are like this. I do give it a like and comment if you've enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you resonate, and I will have another random shift reading for you soon. Bye for now.